Hello to all the craw dads and craw dudes. I'm Shrimple, and I'm going to be your host for tonight's finale. We've gone through 5 grueling campaigns to get to this point, where we stand at the precipice in the L4D2 Extreme Difficulty Challenge. Our only campaign left is the Parish, where we currently stand with 90 total deaths going into it. We've decided to make it a small challenge during the last video to try and stay under triple-digit deaths, but with only 10 lives remaining, and potentially the hardest campaign from the base game ahead of us, it's going to take everything to come out on top. So let's get into it. In Chapter 1, our crew finally disembarks the ship and sets foot in New Orleans, and there's a sense of finality that begins to wash over us. Since the beginning, we knew this was our endgame. With fighter jets passing overhead, it's the first sign of an active military force that we've seen, and hope is finally around the corner. The group begins to battle through the waterfront, and L4D2 is back in its element. Tight corridors, narrow alleyways, and numerous buildings where the infected can slither around. We climb across cars and buses, inching our way closer to salvation. We end up being forced to hold up in a diner due to some errant shots setting up a car alarm outside. But once we clear the horde, it's a simple trek across the street, and we manage to complete the first chapter deathless. 4 chapters left, 10 deaths remain. Chapter 2 is an absolute gauntlet, where I ended up having to divide the map into 4 different sections, each with their unique strategies. Part 1, the stairs. After I get out of spawn, I would immediately chuck a pipe bomb, being careful to group up as many infected as possible, as there are dozens of zombies around each corner. Several of them being the new uncommon infected, the riot zombie, which is completely impervious to damage in front of it. I learned the hard way that choosing to not use a pipe bomb here would result in major casualties. And to be honest with you, pipe bombs really weren't all that useful for the upcoming sections, so it was worth burning one here. Part 2, we have the garden. By the time we get to the garden, our first horde would spawn. If I was lucky, I would end up getting a boomer bile spawn here at the front of the area, which would help us set us up for a future section. But unfortunately in this run, we didn't end up getting the RNG I wanted. I still needed the Molotov anyways that I picked up from base in case of a tank spawn, so I wasn't too distraught about it. On some of our more unfortunate runs, a witch or a tank would spawn in the center of the garden, and we'd be forced to take them down before continuing. But luckily enough, on this run, we managed to avoid the tank spawn, and even managed to get our hands on an early M16, which the rain usually ends up helping us during the next upcoming section. We have Part 3, the underpass, where there are a metric ton of infected through a small alleyway, which also usually ends up lining up in the timing with another random horde spawn. My strategy was to park myself in the back corner of the underpass, limiting the directions I needed to shoot as none of the zombies would spawn on top of me, and it would give me more range to take out the horde that would come through the narrow alleyway that we just came from. Unfortunately on this run, Coach didn't manage to make it to our preferred spot and ended up going down on the horde. This baited both of the other 2 AI to run face first into it, and also ended up with them getting knocked down. Luckily though, this area has a ton of good weapon and throwable spawn locations, so all I needed to do was to peruse across the entire area to scour for a bile bomb, as it is needed for our next push. Part 4 is the event. The event in this chapter is the most brutal of the bunch. If day 1 Shrimple was the one playing this mission, we would have easily racked up 50 plus deaths here alone. It's an agonizing run, with 3 layers of barricades slowing down our path as the infected climb over them to block our progress. Then there's also 2 stories of ladders in the center of the parking lot, which hosts a makeshift outpost that we need to turn off the alarm on. We end up needing to have a holdout here, and then jump off and have a last mad dash to get to the safe zone at the end of an incredibly narrow corridor. Luckily, this also serves as a litmus test for just how much we've grown and adapted and learned about the mechanics of the game since we started. And it truly feels like a final boss level, which is absolutely perfect because it's the last of these style events in the entire game. So it's just amazing how much it builds up on what we've learned from the previous chapters and the previous campaigns. And it takes all of the mechanics and lessons that we've spent the last 90 plus deaths accumulating. That doesn't mean that the section doesn't come without its own set of frustrations, however, as this is once again another infinite horde, meaning there are absolutely no breaks once the event starts until the end of the mission when we get through the safe room door. Unfortunately though, once we turn off the alarm at the top, there wasn't any markers that would tell me where my next step was or where I had to go. In editing, I know that a door will blow off that will give us an access to the ending run and the safe room, but I lost multiple attempts not understanding where to go after deactivating the alarm and taking a wrong turn, or holding out for too long and just slowly bleeding resources. The final run itself is also a complete bloodbath, as the AI rarely ever makes it to the holdout itself, let alone the sprint afterwards. That meant that I was usually alone, dealing with the common infected constantly swiping at my back, while being unable to also handle them and the special infected that would lurk around the corners at the same time. Let's start running with the opportunity that we've got. There's a tank here. Okay. Gonna have to run around it. Get a boomer bile behind me. I'm sorry if that kills you, Nick. Please don't let there be any other special infected back here. Oh my goodness, that tank was terrifying. Don't get me wrong how terrifying that tank was, but I actually legitimately think the tank spawning there is why we won. Our successful run at the end of this section might be the most fortunate tank spawn in this entire challenge, as we barely managed to scrape by it and slam the door on its face, finishing the level with 8 deaths. Unfortunately, this does bring our total up to 98, and with 3 levels left to go, we really have to lock in to try and complete this. It is kind of cool seeing this type of, like, what is this, like a maze? Or like a hedge maze? Unfortunately, I don't necessarily think we've got the greatest tools to fight a tank right now. So I'm going to throw the boomer bile on him, see if we can't get a little bit of space. Uh-oh. He's chasing me now. Maybe some of those zombies can help slow him down a little bit. Unfortunately, it looks like Ellis kind of got misplaced in all that. And he's already dead, man. Now, I don't know if I'm the one that killed Nick there, or if it was the tank. It said that I hit him. Oh my goodness. That was a good snipe from that tank. He curved it around the tree. Just got one more little section we got to get through here. We might be able to get around this. Hopefully there's no smoke or anything like that. Oh, pipe bomb. Perfect. Let's throw this pipe bomb directly at our feet. Might buy us some space. I don't know where that boomer went, though. I think he's hiding around this corner. Yeah, you can see him. Alrighty. Fortunately, a couple of our guys are down. We're gonna have to, like, handle this by ourselves, because nobody's around us. Couple zombies. Oh, unfortunately, the boomer managed to get an attack off. Maybe if I had done something different, we would have been fine. Actually, I don't even know if that boomer is dead yet. See if I can't buy him some space. Yeah, and this was always going to be the problem here, right? If I wasn't able to get my team up there. So let's group up all of these zombies. Once again, probably not the greatest use case for it, but I really want to hold on to this Molotov just in case the tank comes through. Because I don't want to repeat of that first, whatever it's called, that first attempt. And in the event he spawns here, I really want it. Yep, there he is. Alright, throw the Molotov down. Take this M16 that spawned. Start making use of our space, seeing if we can't train him. Nice. Glad the tree could help us out here. Kind of got to get rid of these zombies. Unfortunately, I got a little bit trapped. Hopefully our boys can take some of the aggro away from us so that we don't instantly die to the tank. Yeah, it looks like Ellis was able to help us out. Unfortunately, they just couldn't kill him in time. Yeah, he just falls to shreds. I kind of need to go down there to protect them now. See if we can't get some heals on them. I'll pull out the machete. Unfortunately, they're just kind of like going down on repeat and then picking each other up and then going down again. They aren't able to get the heals. This might be an infinite wave. I actually can't tell. But I mean, so far it seems kind of manageable. I need to just try to get these guys away from them so they can get the heal off. I actually can't tell, right? Because it hasn't stopped yet. Maybe we just have to run. Weird, I don't know where to go at the end of that situation. I mean, we got rid of the sound, right? Yeah, but everybody's dead. Maybe it's just turn it off, throw the pipe bomb, and keep sprinting. Find another way through. Oh, I'm low. Please, 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 please. How do I get out? Where am I going? No! This is so unfortunate. Maybe it's at the front? Maybe it's back here? Come on. Yeah. Here's the safe house. I have to pop this Molotov behind me to buy myself some time. Where is it? Hunter? Boomer? Oh no. Getting chased down by zombies. Hopefully none spawn in front of me. Oh no, a charger at the last second as I turn around. Okay, hey, at least we found the route to get to the end. How do we get out of here? That's so annoying. After we made it all that way and we had all that planning. Oh, did we have to wait? Do they spawn later than everybody else? That's crazy. Let's throw this behind us. Nick will be here with us this time. So even if we lose one person, at least it's not over. If Nick walks back for us, though, that's rough that he'd walk back for them. Get rid of the jockey, Boomer. There just can't be another one behind me, man. So why did that door take so long to open? Are you telling me that we legitimately have to wait when we're up top as well? Gonna use this on Nick so he's back to full HP. And now we've got 4 of these. Gonna use this Molotov down this hallway. Actually, once we get through, if we can manage to get around this corner and use it on the people coming through the entryway, like down there, that might be able to force them all going down this left alley when they spawn. Or if they don't spawn at all, we can just walk on through, grab this boomer bile, and be on our way. That'd be pretty nice. Yeah. Let's just go. Let's just go with that. Alright, Charger and Smoker at the same time while the wave spawns. I was just a tiny bit impatient. Just the tiniest little bit, and the world goes collapsing around us. Yeah, unfortunate. Oh, I'm barely still alive, though. Unfortunately, I'm not going to have a chance to stabilize anywhere. Yeah. That's rough. Just one zombie taking a good path on me right there towards the end. And no boomer bile was enough. Alright, maybe if we get to the top, I'll be able to heal. Because I'm amazed we even made it this far. Hopefully the spit wasn't brought up top. Come on, walk up. The Smoker got me in the same spot he got me last time. That's tough. And I can't tell what Nick is doing, but he's also getting a little bit messed up. That was just a rough one all around. The second I noticed we didn't have Boomer Bile going into the the little, like, station. I should have known that was a doomed run. Chapter 3 paints a significantly darker picture than we were expecting when we got to New Orleans. Even our safe room, which usually acts as a momentary reprieve where we can collect ourselves, is just stacked to the brim with dead and decaying bodies. And as our survivors remark, these were humans, not infected, as we see the bullet wounds in their heads. With that gross scene in our head, we end up climbing into a residential zone, forced to duck into buildings and hold for our life against the horde. We swiped through some backyards and managed to find a chainsaw on a workbench, hoping to use it for any of the upcoming sprint sections later on in this campaign. As we dive further into the residential district, we see more than just normal dilapidation that we've grown accustomed to in the previous campaigns. There are fully burnt out husks of buildings with fires still smoldering in the debris, crashed helicopters, and the entire area really begins to feel like an active war zone more than a ghost town like was with the suburbs in Heavy Rain. We end up stumbling into a sewer, which is a callback to our previous adventures back in the passing, and it really begins to feel like all of the previous campaigns were building to this, with the lessons and tribulations preparing us for these moments. We climb out of the sewers into a junkyard, and while taking care not to shoot any of the cars, we climb up onto the highway above, where we are nearly caught in the blast as a jet takes out the bridge to downtown. The military isn't fighting to protect New Orleans, they're bombing it to stop the infection. With that knowledge in mind, we begin to pick up the pace before we're the next victims. We're forced to take a detour through a cemetery, which is kind of just like needed to have in a zombie game, let's be honest, but we decided not to overstay our welcome, lest we join the dead and ducked into the next safe room. Once again, we managed to go another chapter deathless, keeping our total at 98, and with only 2 chapters left, if we can just only die once, I mean, we can do this. Like, I can't believe that we're this close. The penultimate chapter of Left 4 Dead 2 is an absolute buzzsaw. As I've now mentioned numerous times, I find that Left 4 Dead 2 is at its best during these close-quarter, zombie-infested cities, where choosing when to run and when to stand your ground is what makes the difference between survival and becoming a 5-course meal for the dead. This level is built like a marathon, needing you to dive into local bars, cross narrow streets, into a series of apartment buildings, all while the military keeps bombing locations, steadily getting closer and closer to you with each pass. After climbing through several floors of zombie-infested homes, we make our way out into a tiny park, where a modified parade float is our only way through. As we hold out for the infected, we're lucky enough to have a large stash of throwables to set the floor beneath us ablaze, with even enough utility for us to carry an extra Molotov into the next section. A narrow alleyway, leading us into yet another residential building. This is where Attempt 99 lost its life, as a tank spawned and we didn't have enough resources to kill it in time. That's crazy. Alright. Sounds like another boom around this corner. That's a tank, that's a tank, that's a tank. Okay, there isn't a lot of space here, though, for us to fight a tank. Alright. I guess let's just shoot him. If we find a way around him, we kind of have to take it. But, like, this is a very small corridor. There's a smoker behind us, too. Oh, he got in the building? I didn't even see him get in the building. Oh, well. I really wanted to, like, wait till he got up the stairs and then jump down after him. I didn't even notice he already got behind us. And with one last attempt to keep ourselves beneath the 3-digit mark, we got this run. Let's get back there. Barely managed to dodge him. Okay. Use the Molotovs. Toss one on this side. Toss one on this side. And let's start smoking. Hopefully there's not a spitter on that roof. Alright, looks like she died. Cool. I mean, we're alive. Despite our best effort, we're still alive. Alright, and we can jump across now. Like, I'm eventually going to go down to 1 HP, because all of this is non-permanent health, right? Alright, hopefully that's enough spacing for me to pull out the chainsaw. Get some reload time in. Come on, guys. Give me anything to work with here. Just any meds whatsoever. I know the more time I waste, the less health I have, but it's not like me having 4 HP versus 1 HP is going to make the difference here. Okay. I have to pull out the chainsaw here. Fortunately, Coach already passed on. Oh, more zombies behind me? I don't even know how they got back there. Alright, barely. Hopefully I'm able to res this teammate before he gets a swing on me. Alright, and maybe that's enough to stabilize. Because this is kind of as desperate as it could get. Right? Like, at this point, if a single spitter goo hits me, I'm dead. Alright, hopefully that's an actual med kit right there. I mean, pain pills is better than nothing, but no, I need them to save me. I mean, because of the pain pills, I'm alive.
Yeah, that'll help.
Get this pipe bomb out back there. Try and give us as much space as possible. Smoker's dead. Save Ellis. Alright, now it looks like Coach might even be back. That'd be nice.
Hey guys,
Alright, Coach isn't back there. Coach is forward to the left.
But I'm about to die.
Alright. No, jockey, please, Ellis, please, shoot him, Ellis, please, Ellis, no, Ellis. One jockey, one singular jockey is what cost us our run. For those keen-eyed viewers who have analyzed our death compilations, or even just the several mentions I've made of it in previous videos, for some reason, the companion AI just simply does not like shooting jockeys. It's a very strange phenomenon that directly cost us several runs during the challenge, and it seemed to happen more and more often as the challenge would go on. So I don't know if it's just like strange AI quirks with our companions or not, but it was definitely frustrating every time it happened. Our final attempt on this level was significantly healthier going into this section of the run, and we managed to make it through to the next street section without issue. When we climbed into the next building, we did lose a run to a tank spawn in this area. So I took the time to methodically clear every single corner to make sure that one wasn't there. And as we inched closer to the staircase, we found one, ready to pounce on anyone unaware enough to walk in. After clearing the tank, we made our way through the building to the next alleyway, where salvation awaited. Oh, jeez. Okay. Charger got himself a little stuck. Nice. Reload before they get into the building. Oh, looks like they can't even jump in through that window. They're being filed single file. Kill the spitter before she managed to get our guys. Let's get it. Let's run. This looks like a final area, right? This looks like we're not going to have much left to do after this. Oh yeah, there it is. Let's pipe bomb down that corridor. See if we can't bait out all these zombies. Here, I'm actually going to walk back. Oh, what the hell? Nothing exploded there. Unfortunately, we did accumulate 8 deaths during Chapter 4, bringing us over that 3-digit threshold and bringing our total up to 106 deaths. Now I guess the challenge is to just keep that total as low as possible as we enter the finale. Uh-oh. That's a horrible smoker spot. That's really unfortunate timing for that. Luckily I didn't take any damage. Yo, she's like jumping over a railing to stop me. Fortunate for Ellis to go down, because he like followed me. If he doesn't follow me there, we're just perfectly fine. Thanks, coach. Appreciate you, coach. That's actually so sick of you, coach, to choose to drop to help out Ellis instead of me. So now everybody's down. This coach goes down for Ellis. Actually massive for the program. I can try to keep him alive, but like at this point, like they kind of like made their bed. Yeah, and there's just nothing else for us. That's rough. That's really rough. Grab our Molotov again. I guess we could have pipe bombed that in the world in which we thought that was going to go so poorly so fast. But hopefully this gives us enough time between waves to like get to the next safe zone inside this like little bar area. That'd be cool. Oh my god, tank. There's no audio whatsoever that there's a tank around that corner. That's rough. That's super rough. Ellis is healing me? Hold on, if he gets me rest, that'd be so funny, because then maybe Ellis dies for my sins. Like, how do I kill you? I know I have to shoot you in the back, but like if you're gonna land on your front, what do you really want me to do about it? Alright, what's our next building we can get into? Is it this one? Alright, more pills. Okay, frag rounds, pretty nice. Some explosive rounds. Okay, bringing out my chainsaw so that when I'm in this doorway, I'm not accidentally shooting myself. Of course the tank's around the corner, man. Of course he's just hiding right there. As a horde spawns too, so there's nothing I can really do about it too. Dang. I don't see the witch so far, so she's probably upstairs. Be unfortunate. But hey, there's so few zombies up here. I'm used to like taking a ton of time to clear this out. Alright, second Molotov is nice. I don't know if it's necessary by any means. Yeah, we even get another ammo refresh right here. Alright, cool. Another jerry can. So if I want, I can exit here. Smack him back. Oh, there's a boomer somewhere. I have to use the... whatever. I don't even know where the witch is. I'm just dead. I'm going to... Was she just like on the back right down there or something? Just barely. Save 3 of them from a single closet. I can't believe we're still alive. Now at least they're all healthy-ish. So like, it's not completely doomed.
Deploying explosive round.
But, like, I don't know how we like get out of here. At least we'll have some extra ammo, I guess. Get some explosive rounds. Okay. Molotov. Okay, he did get hit by the Molotov at least. And we have a little bit of space to run him back. Please open the door, boys. Oh my goodness, I got incapacitated by the explosive rounds. The explosive rounds knocked me back. Being forced to use his meds before we even started. Alright. See if we can start it up now. Hopefully this will give us enough time to get upstairs again. Come on, Ellis. Get up here. Alright, yeah, let's use this pipe bomb. Toss it down to the direct center. Might be able to give us enough time to Molotov. Molotov down here as well. One on each side. Come on, guys. Get the hunter. Get the hunter. Get the jockey. Get the jockey, please. Nick. That's insane. spending that entire time in an animation so I can't get up. And Nick just lets him walk away and then drops off the roof. Well, that's rough. That's rough. In a previous chapter, the military was already bombing highways and residential zones. And it seems that we made it just in time to get on the last chopper out before they completely annihilate the city. The only problem? It's across a massive bridge, suspended hundreds of meters above the water, with falling leading to certain death. The horde never stops, and the survivors climb across all forms of motor vehicles, inching, clawing, stumbling their way forward in a desperate attempt to survive. They climb across exposed steel beams, up collapsing roadways, onto the side of makeshift wooden extensions, and ultimately, with the power of friendship, drugs, and this chainsaw I found along the way, we managed to make our way down into the chopper, abandoning Nick, Ellis, and Coach as the bridge explodes behind us. With only 2 deaths in the finale, we finish our challenge with 108 deaths across 6 campaigns, and are finally safe from the infection. Just never stop running, I suppose. Oh. Awkward set of zombies right there. Okay, every time I take damage, it's a little bit more scary. Okay, jump across the top of this bus. Jump on the backs of these box cars. Just anytime there's a zombie in front of us, just keep running through. Maybe chainsaw through that section. We should be good. Alright. Highly doubt any of our guys are going to come pick us up. I think they're all too far behind. But, might as well keep fighting. Okay. First attempt. I don't know how far we got on the bridge there, but our entire team died pretty early on. Oh, nice. We get a second adrenaline shot. Yeah, let's pop it. Uh-oh, smoker. Horrible timing for a smoker. Is that going to take out all my HP? It doesn't, but I think it gets rid of most of my whatever time. Come on, smoker. Can you die? Alright, I don't know where the zombies are. If they're all behind me, then they're all behind me. That'd be perfect. Oh no, that one hit slowed me down super hard. There's a tank in front of me. I don't think I have a way to fight a tank. Okay. Let's pop these and just keep running. Like, I have absolutely no reason to mess with that tank at all. Unfortunately, I don't know how to get up this. What? How do I get around that? Alright, Coach, can you buy enough time for Nick to pick me up? Or can Nick, like, walk forward and pick me up? Okay, I need to pop the pills. Puts me on a little bit of a timer, though. Fortunately. Okay, jockey there on the left side. Like, he has to die before he gets up to us. Non-negotiable. Yeah, let's get some more shotgun ammo and start running. Some ammo there on our left. Okay. Get over here. I mean, if they're gonna chase them, that gives me more time. Start running. Yeah, let's go. Let's just go. Now, this is gonna be our last run. Some spit. Don't care about that. What I do care about is getting another adrenaline. Oh, maybe we have to go up this left side. Yeah. Let's go there. Alright. Maybe we're home free. A lot of infected. Yeah. Pipe bomb. Directly to our right. Pop this adrenaline on the way down. Get aboard this rescue chopper on our right. Just sprint to it. Hopefully I don't run out of this adrenaline in time. Please, 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 please. Come on, guys, come on, guys. There's a tank behind me. Come on, come on, come on. Let me in, let me in. Let's go, 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 go. Woo! That was not bad at all. And that's, I think, Left 4 Dead 2 complete all the way through and explode the bridge for good measure. Don't leave any evidence behind that they were there. All right. That is Bridge Burner, which is Survive, the Paris campaign, and then Still Something to Prove, which is beating the entire Left 4 Dead 2 campaign on Expert. And unfortunately, Ellis, Coach, and Nick died for the cause. But man, I will take that every single day of the week. What is the military going to do to us now? That's what's been leaving fans in anticipation, keeping the community alive for well over a decade, and spawning numerous spiritual successors over the years. Left 4 Dead 2 is a game I never had the opportunity to digest before this challenge, and I'm truly glad to have had the opportunity to catch up to an amazing world and game that Valve created. Thank you for watching this series. I hope to begin streaming soon and letting all of you watch live as I attempt future challenge runs. So, if you're watching this video as it comes out, I actually plan to debut my stream this weekend, so please check it out. My Twitter's in the description below, where I announce all of my streams and challenges that are upcoming. So, thank you for being here. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and if you have any notes on things I can do to improve or other challenges you'd like me to tackle, I would appreciate if you commented that down below. See you next time. Bye.